Welcome to 2022, mother bitches.
Cheers.
Yeah. Get motherfucking drunk. So, 2022's new year, new me. Fuck that. New year, same fucking me.
And if you're not drinking, then eat ass instead.
Yeah.
That's a good alternative. Rohan will tell you about it.
Rohan, you ever eat any ass? Like, have you stuck your tongue in a chick's butthole?
No, I haven't done that.
Dudes?
No.
Your own?
Surprisingly, yes.
That's not surprising.
That's not surprising at all. You people do crazy stuff. By you people, I mean millennials or whatever fucking generation you are.
Gen
Zillennials.
Z.
Zillennials.
What the fuck's next?
Theylennials.
It's Gen Alpha is the iPad generation.
Oh, man.
That's Gen Alpha. But
What's my new kid going to be?
Oh,
I'll tell you
Gen
next.
Alpha.
Just a fuck stick.
No, from now on it'll be, I don't identify as a specific generation. I'm generationally fluid.
Yeah. I'm telling anybody who's into
Eating ass.
eating ass, if you want to watch an old school fucking cartoon where they don't give a fuck, but it's not old school, it's literally written by Vince Vaughn and it's here. It's F is for Family on Netflix.
Really?
Dude, it so it's the dad went to the Vietnam War, or not the Vietnam, the Korean War, comes back. So he's a vet now and he's working at an airport, all this stuff. And it starts from then on.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah, so it's so fucked. Like,
Is it brand new or
yeah,
what?
like it's still going on.
Oh,
like,
wow.
It's so fucked up controversially. I had to go look and like, surely this wasn't written anytime recent. And I'm looking back, I'm like, holy fuck, this is still going on.
That's awesome. I'll check that out.
And it's Vince Vaughn's one of the fucking producers and writers of it.
Is he one of the voices?
I don't think so. Yep. He may be. I'll look it up here in just a second. But it's a cartoon, and I was talking to someone. I was like, how in the fuck are they getting away with it? Because they saw it.
God, that's awesome.
And that person was like, dude, I think it's because of cartoon. Like the ratings people don't sit there and like, oh, this is real. No, they're like, oh, fuck it. It's like The Simpsons.
It's like the only pure form of comedy left that's not getting fucking shut down for every little goddamn
it's
thing.
fucking, so it's got Bill Burr in it, Justin Long, Haley Reinhart, Sam Rockwell, Lauren Dern. Vince Vaughn is one of them.
Oh, nice.
And then, yeah.
That's cool. I'll have to check that out. I'm not really a cartoon guy, but that sounds worth watching.
It was one of those shows late at night, my wife's going to sleep, and, we watch a lot of shit together, and then I find just some dumb random shit. Yeah. Like, that's how I got watching Cobra Kai again. And fucking...
that's a good show.
It is pretty good, honestly.
I'm enjoying it.
And it started on YouTube, believe it or not. Started as a YouTube series and went over to Netflix, and now it's huge.
Yeah, that's cool.
But that's how I find these random ass shows. I'll start watching it like, fuck it, this is just something to fall asleep to. And fucking turn TV off, get bored. I literally watched first season 6 episodes. I watched the first season that night.
Oh shit!
Like, there's no fucking. You get past episode 1, and you're like, there's no way this is real life.
That's fucking great.
I'm excited to watch The Witcher. Matt recommended me that.
Yeah, The Witcher's good.
I'm excited to watch that too.
If you ain't watching fucking Yellowstone, you're fucking up.
Yeah.
You still ain't watching it.
Still ain't watching it.
What's Yellowstone on again?
Man, get the fuck out of here. Remember what we said before we came in here? Now it's real. No, Yellowstone's good. If after The Witcher, you should watch that.
Okay.
That's a good one. But now it's like 6 seasons in or 5 seasons. It's going to be pretty hard to catch up on. But if you're into... What's that shit where you just fucking watch shit over and binging. Yeah, if you're into that, you'll be golden. They just started a spinoff series, 1883, or if you're talking to Clint Emerson, it's 1886. He's 3 years ahead of all of us.
3 years behind.
Yeah.
That's fucking funny.
But it's basically how Yellowstone started in 1883. So it's the trick to go from Texas to Montana.
Huh.
It's got fucking Tim McGraw, Faith Hill, fucking Billy Bob Thornton.
Damn, that sounds good.
Fucking Tom Hanks was in it last night.
Damn, I gotta start watching more TV. I tell you what,
you're here trying to do all this fucking working, making money, having a good family. You're fucking up.
Yeah.
You got to get into this. Wasting your life, eating cake, watching TV.
Sitting around.
Being totally unhealthy.
Yeah.
Someone messaged you, 2022, y'all got to start your carnivore diet. Fuck you, I'm eating cake.
That's carnivore.
Yeah, it is.
Carnivores eat whatever the fuck they want. How about that?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So, you got that clip to put in?
Yes, I do.
You want to run it now or later?
Up to you. You're the boss.
You think we should run that clip of this asshole that came to the studio now or later?
Yeah, you fucking run it now.
Yeah, run it now. We had an asshole come visit us, and let's just say I gave him the D, and it was hard.
What are the two key components for canine success? That's effective training and proper nutrition. Fueled by Team Dog brings those two components to your family and best friend. The perfect nutritional balance that results in a higher mental acuity, energy, overall vitality, and even an improved appearance. Every product you will find in my company's store was born from the battlefield and not from the boardroom. Let my life's work help you become your dog's hero.
It's the new year, and between Christmas and New Year's, I got the pleasure of Brandon Cantrell coming down to visit, hang out. We call Zohan in. Mike's actually out of town. The plan was to do a full episode with Brandon as a guest, but we're not going to be able to do that because Mike fucked it up. Luckily, Mike don't watch the whole episode, so we can say whatever the fuck we want, and it'll just be in chat. So that's good.
Yeah. And I'll be home in a few days to get back into chat and talk shit. And thanks for having me, man. It's been a long time coming.
Yeah, it's good to have you, and we want to thank you. And I also want to thank, before I forget, BJP Creations. You two have teamed up to do a lot of cool stuff for the show, and it don't go unnoticed. We notice every bit of it when you guys do stuff for us. Yeah, eat the mic. Mike's mouth has to be back around that one day. But we do have some stuff beginning of the year. BJ sent over is his name BJ?
Brad?
Yeah. Brad sent over a bunch of the stickers.
Yeah, I know.
From the shirt design. What I want to do is for the Patreons, I want to get some of you guys' address or all of your guys' address and send you out a little
those are badass.
Envelope full of them. Yeah, they're really badass. Then I have some other Uninfluenced, the car logos you made for us, and I want to ship those to you guys. So if you're on the Patreons, go on there and message me your address, and then we'll send those out to you guys. It's going to cost you at least $1 for stamps and envelope. No, I'm just kidding.
Hell yeah.
I'm just fucking with you. But I do want to thank you for that, for sure.
Well, I came with another gift. I'd like you to check the fine craftsmanship on this and take it out, read the instructions, and do an unveiling, if you would.
Let me check it out. Sorry, I had to tell this other YouTuber that we're recording. Let me see here. What do we got here? Nurture your child's. Oh, hell yeah. Oh, this is badass. Is this a fire starter kit for kids? What the hell? This is one of them.
No, just pull it out one piece.
Is this a cum rack, bro?
Nope. Lay it down. There's something inside.
Oh, that's badass.
Oh, that's fucking awesome, man.
That's for baby Holden
Hell
who's
yeah.
coming.
That's right.
This is badass. I honestly wish it was this fire starter kit. Get that little pyro going. Oh, hell yeah. Fuck yeah. Hell yeah. Is this the tortilla one?
That's right.
Oh, fuck yeah. That's the tortilla
That's
fucking
fucking
wrap
awesome.
up for them little fuckers. That's badass.
Yeah, it came with a hat, too.
Well, I kind of feel bad because I got you something too.
Something else?
Yeah, I got you something else for coming. And
Feels like a fucking firearm. How am I going to get it home?
well, we can ship this to you if you're embarrassed about it. Now, I need you to show everybody what it is.
Is this that sex toy thing that we were going to try out? Sorry. This is a pipe? What the fuck is this?
That is a granite dick.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
It's molded after me.
Can we
Thanks, man.
still put this on YouTube?
We can put it on. You just can't make that the thumbnail.
Like this.
Now
That's
keep,
awesome.
Keep in mind when you said, I have something for you that you have to open on air, the first thing I think of, oh, all right, fuck this motherfucker. He's going to come with some dumb shit. So I was like,
I actually came with,
this is fucking badass.
yeah.
Now I'm going to have to make you something cooler.
I put a lot of thought into it, and my wife has been helping me with doing the vinyl stuff that I fucked up making T-shirts and stuff like that. But I used the ones for the stickers, the smaller car stickers, and I thought that they came out so perfect.
They're fucking badass.
Yeah, it was so much fun making those.
Yeah, these are fucking badass. They're fucking perfect.
So are you.
Well, the cool thing is you and your wife can both use that.
Fuck off. Damn, man. Thank you, man. I don't know how in the hell I'm going to get that through airport security.
Put it in your carry-on so they scan it. Yeah.
Then they have to pull it out in front of everyone.
Rohan, remind me at
Damn.
the beginning of the year to send Brandon something nice.
I will.
Oh, this was perfect. It has a little crack in it from use.
Yeah, it's been used and squeezed on a couple times. Yeah.
Thought it was a pipe, even though I don't smoke.
We could drill it out.
Thanks, man.
Imagine putting that in the vise. What are you doing? Drilling this dick. Calm down. Yeah. I got a buddy who they do car parts, and across from their car where they do the car parts is the largest dildo manufacturer in the United States. And he calls me one day and he said, you imagine being the person who has to go through returns over there?
Jesus.
And he just FaceTime me, and it's 18-wheeler after 18-wheeler coming and going, literally. And it's
Wow.
God, dog.
No, it's the small gifts mean a lot to me.
Yeah.
And it is tiny.
Yeah, I mean, that's lifelike.
Yeah.
It's got my initials on it.
Yeah.
It was hell casting it.
Looks like a whistle from the side.
Yeah. It was hell casting it for sure.
Thanks.
Sitting there.
I'm going to take it to work. Hopefully I'll have a job by the end of the day.
Ah, fuck them.
That's right.
If not, you can always move to Texas. Texas is a
Hell
good
yeah.
place. Yeah. I gave you some shit to research.
Yeah,
on
sure
living
did.
here.
Sure did.
So that's good.
My son moving out here now, so he's I don't know if he's officially a Texan until he gets his license, but plan on
He's
coming
not
out.
even a Texan then.
Oh, what's it take?
A lot.
All right.
First off, you have to be white.
Boom.
Now,
Again.
for those of y'all that don't know, Brandon's kid is mixed up in the head. No, I think once you become a Texan, in all honesty, it's just being part of the people.
Yeah.
Texas is a different breed. A lot of people hear Texas, they think rednecks and racism and all that shit. Well, that is everywhere. In all honesty, I think out of all the states that I've been to, we take that shit a little easier.
Yeah.
I think. Like, again, we were talking about it in the other room. I see Rohan, I don't think terrorist, because fuck, you just don't know these days. You don't know anybody, which I think is cool about the world. And Texas is really open now, But to be a Texan is to learn to give back, learn to hold a door a little longer for somebody walking in. Respect people. Yes, sir. No, sir. Yes, ma'am. No, ma'am. Rohan, we have to get on to him all the time. He'll tell us, yes, sir. Yes, sir. And we're like, dude, shut the fuck up. Which is good because it's the respect thing. And then to become a Texan, you got to have a pickup truck. That's what the neighbor here said. Fuck him. You don't have to have a pickup truck at all. But yeah, I mean, care about your neighbors. Give a shit, Texas is real big on giving a shit, Give the shirt off your back, which we try to do. We try to help as many people as we can. Hell, during Christmas, I went and gave out, I talked about it on the last show. I love giving extra money, extra tips and stuff. And we did that Christmas Day.
Yeah.
Went and gave out $200 tips on a $80 dinner. Because you just don't know. And that's what Texas is about, helping out.
One thing I've learned about being here in Texas, I've lived here for about 5 years now. Coming from the
sucking dick and what we do.
coming here from the Northeast, which is quite a shitty community. You you can't stop someone on the road and have a nice conversation with them. And one thing I think is being a Texan, I completely agree with Matt, is that Southern hospitality. It's helping those in need and ensuring that, your neighbors are well taken care of. And if some shit's going down, it's even just shooting over that text where it's like, hey, you know what? I know what happened, and if you guys ever need anything, just give me a call. I'm here for you, and I'm right there.
Offering up the last piece of cornbread too, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, it's used to, and it's harder to do nowadays with the way people are really fucked up. Used to, driving down the road, you'd see someone with a flat, you'd see motherfuckers, and you still see it, people pulling over, helping out and shit like that. You see a lot of cops now stopping and helping out. Texas is different, and it's hard to explain Texas to people. It's, again, everyone, you hear Texas, you think cowboys. Everybody's got boots and hats on, fucking pickup trucks everywhere, and fucking rednecks and racism, and it's so fucking far from that. It's like its own country. It literally is. You come here, and we're just different. In a good way, and there's some bad shit, too, Our governor right now, I think he's a dipshit. Does some good shit, does some bad shit. But yeah, so your son, I say a year. After you've made it 12 months of Texas, I think you're a Texan then. That's when the fucking twang starts coming in your voice and shit. You start, y'all.
Yeah.
Mike said, I don't say y'all. Mike fucking says y'all.
He says y'all a lot.
Yeah. He just don't understand. Don't pick up on it.
Yeah, I figured it'll start off with a belt buckle.
If he start, I'm going to
keep it small. If what?
I'm going to make fun of him. I don't have belt buckle, boots, none of that shit.
I bet you do. You got a secret stash somewhere.
Now, my wife has some boots, but they're fucking thigh highs.
And
they have straps to hook her to her swing.
Yep.
Yeah, different type of swing, though.
Yep.
But, yeah, it's going to be good having him here. And I don't know if we're going to say where he's working quite yet. Mike may say that, but where he is working, I think we'll be seeing a lot more of Brandon and his family here in Texas. Maybe not permanently, but a lot more visits.
Yeah.
Which will be cool, which means we can get you on air more.
Yep. More dicks, too.
More dicks, yeah.
Yeah.
I got bigger ones.
Yeah.
I got, and it's odd because they're
I got to
black.
start off small first.
They're black granite. So it's really weird.
Thank you, Matt.
That's what I'm here for. This is where we're going to get in trouble. You may have to edit some of that.
Yeah, I probably will.
If it ain't raw, right?
Well, and I mean, that's the thing. To me and Mike talk about it. You can't be more offended than the person you're offending. And what's our country sees racism, it's more white kids offended by shit that they have nothing to fucking do with.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up, you little entitled pricks. Fuck, if I say the wrong thing to Zohan, I'd have some little fucking blonde-headed white girl in fucking hemp fucking clothes yelling at me.
If she was hot, I would totally agree with her.
Yeah,
but if she
you'd be
wasn't,
sitting over there, yeah, man, shut your fucking mouth. Send me a text. Say, bro, I'm sorry. Shut up.
she has really big tits. I'm so sorry.
Yeah. I'm going to motorboat that later. Yeah.
Jesus.
But, yeah, man, it's cool to have you. We're going to take you to dinner, kind of like Mike does for everybody. But, yeah, you got any questions or anything? I know Mike can't answer them. I can pretend.
No, I'm just, it was fun to come here and check out the studios and drop you off some gifts that were meaningful.
This is badass. That means something to somebody.
It will eventually.
Yeah.
It's got to grow on me first.
Maybe a new white elephant gift for the family.
Yeah. I'll hang on to it for a few years.
In your pocket?
Yep.
That would be a good stuff. Just always in your shit.
Yeah.
Keep it in your
Ready to
shorts
go
all
at
the
all
time.
times.
But yeah, it was cool. You've been here a couple hours now, hanging out. We've just been hanging out, bullshitting, shooting the shit. Some of you guys know me and Brandon talk regularly because he helps on the show quite a bit. A lot more than you people realize he does. Mike gets mad when I say you people.
Y'all.
Yeah, you all. A lot more than y'all realize, but Brandon's a big part of the show. Helps out, and no, he don't live close. He lives in California. And no, I didn't know Brandon before the show. Hell, we met through the show.
About a year ago.
Yeah. And then
You were talking about the fucking candy hustle.
yeah. Yep. So, I mean, it is what it is, and that's the beauty of Uninfluenced to me, is meeting new people. I love meeting people that are on the Patreon, viewers, listeners. We get that from time to time, even at the car meets, people who listen, and it's just cool meeting people and like-minded people, I would say. It's another thing about Texas. I think the majority of us are like-minded. You know, we don't all agree on everything, but for the majority, we agree on how we want things. So maybe your kid can get like-minded.
Maybe I can.
Does he like cocaine?
You know,
We'll have to fix that.
maybe not as much as me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't like the way it smells. Who is that? That your wife?
Probably.
That's his wife. He's in trouble. He's grounded. Yeah. Don't put a dick on your wife like that. That's fucking rude. No, but man, I appreciate you coming out.
Yep.
And guys, this is the new year. We talked about some changes. Brandon got to hear about some of the changes coming. Once Mike's in town, we're going to go over some more stuff. This year's going to be totally different for Uninfluenced. In a good way, I think. Some of the stuff it's not going to change. We're going to add to it. So there's that. Now, back to your regularly scheduled program. Bitches.
Thanks for letting me sit in your chair, Mike.
Yeah.
I mean, I wasn't here.
No, you were gone. You were doing your thing.
I wish I had been here. I wish I could have met him. But
Brandon's a good guy. He was a little worried. He's definitely still California.
yeah,
Yeah, he asked me when he got home, so how was it meeting me? How am I in real life? And I wanted to tell him, you look like a leprechaun. You're so short. But I didn't want to hurt his feelings, so I was like, man.
so I figured I'd wait till he was home and I'd do it on the air.
Yeah.
An
California people. It's not like he can shoot me. They don't have guns. He fucking talk me to death.
Yeah.
But no, I'm meeting him, his wife, and his kid. They're a good family. They're Californian, and that's all I got to say about that. Speaking of Tom Hanks, now Brandon's a really good guy, and we appreciate all his work. In there, in the recording, I bring up about the stickers BJ and them made for us, and we'd like to mail out to you guys. So if you're on Patreon, message me your address, and I'll start sending out some sticker packs. If you're not on Patreon, guess you should be, bitch. Links in description below, motherfuckers.
If you're not on Patreon, what the fuck you waiting on?
Yeah, the fuck's your problem? But other than that, how was your fucking holidays?
It was good. It was another holiday where it was a little unorthodox. I was out of town again, so but it was good. You know, to me, it was probably extra memorable that way, in that I had a different routine than most years, so it'll kind of stand out as being just, again, probably more memorable for that standpoint. But I did get an opportunity to visit Arlington National Cemetery, which I haven't been in a while. In fact, the last time I was there was after Extortion 17 in Afghanistan, so it's been almost 10 years. And it was, it was good. Or it has been 10 years, actually. But got to say hello to some of the fallen brothers and toured a little more than I had previously. Every time I've been there prior to that has always been for funerals, and so it was pretty, you go here and then you're here, and I didn't really have much of an opportunity to just kind of walk around and take it all in. And in this case, it was the day after Christmas. It was like 38 degrees and drizzly, so that it wasn't very busy. It was nice and quiet, and just had kind of a somber feel to it that was neat to be able to see the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier and where Kennedy's buried and the Eternal Flame, and really walk around most of the sections. I didn't walk through all of them. I mean, if I could take you 2 days to do that, but yeah, it was a neat, humbling and sobering experience, and a good kind of perspective shift, which is always healthy and important, I think, as far as hitting the reset button a little bit on what I worry about and what I maybe complain about, or even if it's internally things that think about it. It was kind of a nice reminder of a lot of things that way. So it was good. It was interesting driving. I drove on on Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, and then a couple days afterwards, which I was surprised at how fucking busy it was during that time on the road. There was just fucking people everywhere, which I'd never really driven on Christmas Eve or Christmas Day before. And I was like, holy shit. I mean, there was as many people as I've ever seen, probably. It was fucking wild. But I had Sirius Satellite Holiday Traditions radio on, listening to classic fucking Christmas music, and it was nice. So it was, like I said, it was a good positive, unorthodox fucking Christmas, and one that I'll always remember. So it was good.
Hell yeah! And I got to spend it with my homie Rico.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was fun.
Taking care of the man.
That motherfucker.
Yeah, he doesn't care. He doesn't give a shit.
He don't give a fuck. I'm telling Rico. When people say dogs don't have a personality, like I say, untrained dogs really let their personality out. And I don't know if Rico was like this as a puppy, but I'd tell him, "Okay, Rico, it's time to go in." He'd look at me like, and then he'd fucking go in like, "Bitch, what the fuck did I say?"
Yeah. No, I didn't have him as a pup. I got him when he was 3, but 3. I mean, most working dogs as young puppies honestly don't have a ton of personality because they're so drivey. Like they're just these little working dogs that don't ever fucking slow down. Like they are constantly biting shit and chasing things and jumping around and running. And, it's like they don't have much of an off switch. And I would say that he was largely that way the first couple of years I had him. Even as an adult, he, his drive for working and his prey drive for any type of toy, or small game animal, or even a big game animal for that matter, was just almost unmanageable. It was really hard to kind of cap those drives and get him to control that impulse. Took a lot of kind of balancing act training wise of giving enough motivation to be able to get him to focus, but also enough consequence that if he didn't do it, that there was a reason for him to wait that wasn't particularly positive. But it was always kind of a balancing act that way, and it is with most working dogs. But with him, he was a little higher drive than even most dogs that I worked with. It was really, really through the roof. And so a lot of it was just kind of managing both expectations and managing his drive for the first few years. As he got older, it wasn't like there was just one day he woke up and he was chilled out. It was definitely a progression. It's weird seeing him now being around other dogs, and even though he'll fire up on the neighbor's dogs and stumble out there half blind and half deaf trying to fucking fire up on some other dog. Like when he was in his prime, I mean, he was really dog aggressive, to the point where you had to really be on your A game and really pay attention to him to make sure that he didn't get into trouble, because he absolutely would, and was a real pain in the ass that way. But so yeah, it's weird seeing him now being so docile and tolerant of other dogs for the most part compared to what he was, because fuck, it was terrible.
Yeah, like I said, if you find it on your cameras, there's a lot of me telling your neighbor's dog shut the fuck up.
That's awesome.
I wonder if Enzo could be trained better then, because he's
for sure.
Because he's really toy driven.
Yeah.
Like if he's awake, he's fucking with a toy.
Yeah.
Running around, fucking with shit. He's not let me go get into shit. He really don't beg, like most normal untrained fucking dogs sit there and stare at you. When we're eating, he'll just grab one of his toys and he'll just go fuck around while the other dogs are begging and looking like a bunch of fucking hobos.
Yeah.
But
yeah, the key with that is just using that to your advantage. So, teaching a place command as an example, using the toy to shape that behavior of, you take the toy from him and stand next to the bed and wait for him to curiously jump on the bed or look to you. Like if you stand there holding the toy and he wants it, and you're just like this, basically being totally stoic, not saying anything, not doing anything, he'll start offering behaviors. Even if he may bark, he may spin. If he looks at the dog bed, he takes a step towards it, whatever, mark, and give him the toy. let them play with it for a few seconds, take it back from them, do that same thing. And you can shape to where you teach them really anything, going to their bed, not jumping on people, loading up into the crate, whatever it is. And just using that form of motivation. I mean, that's really most of the dog training that I do is that way. I usually use food because it's a primary reinforcer that dogs have to have, so it's that, and most of the dogs that I get in, their prey drive is high enough to where a toy is actually too much for them to be able to focus. And it's kind of like, a dog that's really high prey driven for rabbits, it's like using a rabbit to try to get them to focus and sit down and pay attention. It's like they're so loaded and drive and overblown with it that it actually is counterproductive. So food works really well that way to be kind of a good happy medium. But
that little fucker don't care about food.
Yeah, in that case, well, there's two things. I mean, one, every dog will care about food at some point.
Yeah, at some point, yeah.
Most times when people are like, food just doesn't work, usually free feed, or the dog's a little heavier than it needs to be, or they just set the bowl of food down. Like if you take whatever he eats in a day and put it in a Tupperware on top of a crate, and a couple times throughout the day you grab a few handfuls, put it in a pouch, and you got your marker, your clicker, and then you just do that same process that I was describing with the toy. If you do that and he completely ignores you, has no interest in food, okay, the food goes back up, we'll try it again tomorrow. Like there will come a period real fucking quick where the dog is like, okay, I'm really interested in what you have. Like a dog's not going to starve himself, so.
Yeah. Just don't try that when they're on medicine. We found that out this weekend.
Yeah, especially like antibiotics or something where they need food with it.
Or you're an asshole and you get a clicker like me, and you don't ask your buddy who trains dogs how this fucking clicker works, and you use it as, bitch, get inside, and you start clicking it at them.
Yeah. Now, all it is a bridge between whatever behavior they're doing that you want, and it bridges that to the actual reward. So it makes that simple association in their mind what equals what. But
yeah, see, so when I was using it and they weren't listening, I just threw it at them.
Yeah, no, it's a good call. So that's the way to do it.
So if y'all want the cheaper version of the Ritland training guide, I have something going on myself. It's $3.99. And then after that, you get a discount code to get your dog fixed after a week of my training.
Yeah, fucking A.
My dog don't do shit no more. All it does is eat, sleep, and shit. It's like Craig from Friday.
How you get fired on your day off?
Yeah, so I didn't do much on Christmas. I watched the dogs, did the normal thing, and then New Year's Eve, I got pissed off. And matter of fact, I text you, like, why in the fuck do people think it's a good idea to pop off fireworks in a fucking neighborhood?
No, I agree. I hate that shit. I get that people want to celebrate and all that. I just agreed, like in fucking neighborhoods and seeing what it does to a lot of dogs. Dogs have no fucking concept of what it is. And it's not like thunder where, it comes in waves where it's a little more consistent, or at least it's not like a bombardment of it, where it's just constant. It's like occasional or intermittent or whatever, and it's a little easier to kind of manage that. Whereas, sometimes these fucking fireworks that come out of nowhere and they're real close, or people do them for fucking 3 minutes straight, whatever, it just scares the shit out of the dog. So it drives me nuts. But
yeah, I was losing my shit. They were doing it. So we went to a party and in a cul-de-sac, they're doing it.
Yeah.
So it's echoing off these fucking houses.
Yeah.
And it's fucking loud as shit.
Oh, I bet.
And we get home and I was like, man, luckily I live on a cul-de-sac with a bunch of cool people who have fucking common sense.
Yeah.
And nobody's doing it on our side of the neighborhood.
Yeah.
But the guy's excuse for doing it, and the reason y'all ask why we have issues with cops, it's okay. I'm a Dallas cop.
Okay.
Okay, that makes it better. Bitch, this ain't Dallas, you motherfucker. Go do that shit in Dallas then.
Yeah.
Fucking pop that shit in the hood,
Yeah.
bitch.
I'm a Dallas cop.
Yeah.
Goddamn.
Yeah, it was him and all his buddies came over, and they're just, and they weren't small fireworks. Like, I don't give a shit if it's the little fireworks here and there.
This is in your neighborhood,
Yeah.
like on your street?
No, it's a few streets down up by the school.
Oh, I gotcha.
Motherfuckers are shooting them big ass fucking mortars and shit. One of them fucking flew over and hit one of them motherfuckers' garage door. I was laughing my ass off.
Goddamn.
Yeah, people ain't got no goddamn sense. And if y'all are listening at home, in your car, on the way to work, and you pop fireworks, in a neighborhood and you're sitting there like, man, fuck these guys. I mean, fuck y'all. I'm just kidding. Don't pop fireworks in your neighborhood. Ever. And don't tell drunk people that you can make sparkler bombs, especially nowadays that you can look that shit up on YouTube, how to make them.
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah.
Too late.
Yeah. It was a bad call on my part to be like, hey, have y'all ever made a sparkler bomb?
Yeah.
Luckily, they couldn't find the way to do it.
It's not on there?
They were too drunk to figure it out.
Gotcha.
I think they figured it out the next day. But, yeah.
Hell yeah.
Rohan, what'd you do?
Christmas was just went to go see some friends out in McKinney.
Did you take him out to dinner?
I did. I took him out to dinner on Christmas, and then we went to lunch on my birthday.
Did you lick any of their
fun.
assholes?
No, I did not.
Why not?
That's not a very good friend.
They're not into that stuff, man.
How do you know?
It's just weird.
Was there chicks with y'all?
No, it's just the boys, just the guys.
Oh, I guarantee. How many of y'all was there?
There was 5 of us in total.
One of y'all's into getting your asshole
5
licked.
dudes. Yeah, I mean, that's,
Odds are one of them really is waiting for someone to lick his ass.
I wouldn't even say odds are. I'd say guaranteed.
Yeah.
At least one of you.
Yeah, he's just sitting around like, you know what I can't wait for? It was on my New Year's resolution to get my asshole licked this year.
Oh, Christ.
I'll put them all in like a cop lineup.
Yeah,
and
do
just
that.
have you both point them out. Just me and 4 of my buddies on the line.
Tweet.
Definitely. Fucking show me that picture. I could definitely show you which one of you motherfuckers want your asshole licked. You do New Year's resolutions?
No.
I'm not into that shit either.
No, my take on all that stuff is if there's something that you want to change about you, change it.
Yeah.
Don't wait. I mean, it's the same thing like, I'm going to quit smoking on this date, or I'm going to stop eating fucking whatever on Monday. Like, that's almost a surefire way to half-ass it.
Yeah.
And not follow through with it. There are exceptions, but
you'll go back.
Yeah, I just think it's a mentality issue. It's a lack of discipline and a wrong way to look at it. Like I said, to me it's like delaying doing the right thing. And the like, why would you do that? What other aspect of your life are you like, well, I'm going to stop fucking selling drugs next month? It's like,
yeah.
or whatever it is. It's like if you need to make a change, what the fuck are you waiting on? Don't have some predetermined, like, I'm going to give myself some slack and be a lazy dipshit between now and, whenever. Now, I will say, on the same token, it's important not to be so rigid to where you're fucking miserable. And that's why, I think where the two things that people make a mistake on is that where they postpone starting that. But then when they do, it's like they're so rigid with themselves. They make it so miserable to where, they stop fucking doing it and regress and go back into whatever, got them there in the first place. And, like, I'll use myself as an example. Like on the holidays, whether, Thanksgiving, I eat whatever the fuck I want. Christmas, I eat whatever the fuck I want. New Year's Eve, I eat whatever I want. In between then, I don't. And I'd say most of the time, 85, 90% of the time, I eat pretty specific, strategically calculated and eat with intention. I eat a certain way, even though it may not be exactly how I want to do it. I eat how I should most of the time. But I also give myself those allowances to where, like, I'm not going to, go back home to Iowa with my parents and family that I grew up with, and sit at Christmas and be like, no, I can't eat that because it's got sugar in it, or no, I'm not going to eat that bread because it's carbs. Like, no, I'm going to eat that shit. Mm-hmm. And so, to me, a good rule of thumb is 85% of the time eat how you should throughout the year. And then those times where you want to splurge or it's a special occasion or whatever, eat whatever the fuck you want and don't feel bad or think twice about it, but
that's how, every time I wanted to go on a diet or quit smoking, the day before, when you're like, I'm going to quit smoking, like you said, on Monday, or January 1st is my last day to smoke.
Yeah.
It never fails. You bought a carton of cigarettes on the 29th of fucking December. And if you're a cheap ass, you ain't going to be like, I ain't wasting this shit. So you either try to smoke them in those next 3 days.
Yeah.
So you go into that first day. Yeah. You didn't wean yourself off.
Yeah.
Instead, you elevated it.
Well, yeah, and I think even with that, it's like you made yourself more addicted to whatever it is in those last few days by just going balls to the wall, knowing that, okay, now it's going to suck and I got to stop. And then when you do, that's all you think about. It's like you make those withdrawals or the mental hurdles that exist with stopping doing things. I mean, I used to chew tobacco, and there were three different times where I quit. The first time was my 21st birthday, and again, I went from dipping, at least a can a day to not doing it at all for several years. Actually, no, I guess twice. And then I started dipping again when I was right towards the end of my career in the Navy. When I was an instructor, I started slowly dipping again, and then when I got out, I continued to do so. Did a little bit of contract work, and then once I started my own business, doing a lot of long road trips and whatever, I similarly dipped until I was probably 34 or 5. And same thing, I woke up one morning and I just fucking stopped, and I haven't had one since. It was 8 years ago. Anytime there's something like that in my life, whether it's, whatever it is, to me, that's the only way to really be successful is just, once you decide I'm going to do this or I'm not going to do this, right then and there is the time to either start doing something or stop doing something, not, a week later or fucking 2 days or whatever, so.
You really want to put that to work. Stop sugar. And do that before you stop sugar shit on Monday. Yeah. So that Saturday and Sunday, for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, your ass is eating candy, cake, and all kinds of dumb shit. And then on Monday, you motherfucking crash.
Yeah.
Fucking because you got diabetes over the fucking week.
Yeah.
Sitting there needing insulin and shit.
Diabetes.
Yeah, got the beatus. But you got the beatus over there?
No, I don't have diabetes.
You eat sugar, don't you? Oh, I gave that dude some beef sausage the other day. I'm just kidding.
Hot beef injection.
We went to eat, and I told him, you get the pork sausage, the smoked links, and I got some. I was like, man, this is some of the best shit here. I looked at where you were saying to go, and I was like, man, I ain't driving an hour and a half for no fucking barbecue. Y'all had Dickies?
Yeah, Solomons.
Yeah, that's where I ended up taking them.
Solomons is good.
Yeah,
it's certainly not fucking bad, and it's better than most. I mean, it's the other thing too with them, which I like, is they're open a lot and long hours, and they're consistent. Like, every fucking time you go in there, it's going to be exactly the same, and it's good.
Yeah, I always forget though that when I take him, he's not going to have stuff, beef and all that. So,
you'll have it.
Yeah. So I gave him some of that sausage, and he's like, "That's good." Yeah. I was like, yeah, not bad for beef.
I thought you didn't eat cows.
He said, don't tell my mom.
No, I don't eat cows. I don't eat beef, but I'll eat anything else really.
Yeah, he was like, I'll eat a dick. And I was like, whoa, bro.
I'll eat a dick if you wrap it in sausage.
Yeah, whoa, bro. I'm not putting that in the barbecue sauce. That shit'll stink.
Dick if you drizzle bacon grease all over it. What? You eat pork or no?
I do. That's what I was about to say. I had their Solomons pulled pork, which I truly enjoyed with their spicy barbecue sauce.
Their pork ribs are fucking good too.
I haven't had those. I want to try that. And then their mac and cheese. I always like these barbecue joints have really good mac and cheese.
Yeah,
it's the only places I truly enjoy mac and cheese. Otherwise, I don't really like it.
The broccoli salad at Hutchins is fucking off the chain too, man. That place is amazing.
We gotta go there.
Have you not been there still? Dude, it's fucking the burnt ends, the days that they do have beef ribs, their fucking mac and cheese, their broccoli salad, their moist brisket, everything they have is fucking incredible.
See, I'm weird with barbecue. I may be an anomaly because I don't like barbecue sauce on my barbecue.
Yeah, I don't either.
Because if you smoked and did the meat right,
yeah, you shouldn't need it.
I shouldn't need it.
Yeah, it's like steak sauce on a steak.
Yeah. If I got to dip my shit in barbecue sauce, you fucked up.
Yeah.
Now, with the exception of sometimes ribs, I like just a little bit. I like it glazed on there, not
and pulled pork. There's times where I like a drizzle of fucking like Sweet Baby Ray's or something on there.
But I don't want that shit to where it looks like a fucking sloppy Joe.
Yeah.
If I'm eating a sandwich, like I should be able to taste the smoke, the flavor of the meat, and all that.
Yep.
And then fucking California fucking hippies over there drinking it.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you, one of my favorite barbecue joints in the country is actually in San Diego.
Really?
Yeah, it's called Phil's Barbecue. It's fucking incredible, man. Yeah, I mean it's really good by anybody's standards, you know.
So next time you're out doing a delivery that way, I'm gonna have to go with you.
Yeah.
So I
Get you some Phil's.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good shit.
I did find this Wagyu burgers last time I went with you.
Yeah.
That place was fucking
place was awesome.
Fucking
Yeah.
$50 burger, but
Yeah.
that shit was
Yeah.
fucking good. They have that shit at Kroger.
Yeah, I've seen that, yeah.
Yeah.
We also, when we were in California, other than Brandon, Brandon and Danny's in California too, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think Randy is too.
We had some good California hospitality. Somebody left a note on my truck window that said, "This is not Texas," all in bold and like 3 fucking exclamation points. "Wear your mask, asshole."
Yeah.
And so I thought that was nice, is that you're, you know, a big enough chicken shit to put that, you know, you're tough enough to say that, but chicken shit enough to write it down and put it on my windshield instead of coming and talking to us about it. It's fucking classic California. But
Yeah. It's probably one of the smallest motherfuckers in that hotel too that fucking did it.
yeah.
Fucking
Regardless,
assholes.
anyway.
I don't know.
How about that car? How about that fucking car? You going to talk about it?
Yeah. 'Cause we've told people about it.
Yeah.
I was at the gas station. I'm gonna give a shout out. I'm fucking putting gas in it to go do that test run Sunday,
Yeah.
Saturday.
Saturday.
And I hear, "Hey, Stacy coming out.
That's
When'd you
awesome.
get this?"
Yeah.
And so the 720S. Hopefully my wife's not listening. It is tuned.
Yeah. She doesn't know it's tuned?
No,
That's fucking great.
it's like, you're not doing nothing to it, are you? No.
That's fucking
I gotta
awesome.
put this exhaust on. Why'd you send the computer off? They was doing this thing to it. They're taking the
It had to
governor
get
off.
fixed.
Yeah, taking the governor off, even though we've already done 207 in this
Goddamn.
motherfucker. So I got it. I've done the exhaust. I've done the turbo inlets, and I've tuned it. And keep in mind, this is a basic tune right now. This is just to make sure the car is running right before I do the next step, which will gradually get it just running right. And I put the tires Mike suggested on the car, and holy fuck, that car's fast.
Yeah, stupid fast.
Yeah, it's fucking nuts. I got it to run a 494, which isn't as fast as a McLaren can go, but keep in mind, this is just kind of the open it up tune. This isn't anything to make it go balls to the wall, but yet it still feels like it'll go balls to the wall.
Yeah. I mean, to me, what I noticed in driving it, and granted, this was before the other tune to clean it up or whatever, I was really impressed with how smooth it ran. You know, like it ran like it should. You know, it didn't feel like it was tuned in a good way.
Yeah.
Yeah, speed-wise it did, but not in the kind of weird, finicky, you know, choppy or just acting fucking funny that so many times tuned cars do.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, just super fucking strong, very controllable, but still playful. You know, to me, it was similar to the Pista that way, and that it handled well, but it was comfortable. It you know, it was fun to drive, and it felt sporty and playful and what have you. And just you know, it was far more responsive than your old one was.
Mm-hmm.
You know, some of it is just keeping it at higher revs in manual mode, but even then, it just it felt awesome. You know, that linear power wasn't a detriment, or it didn't feel like a detriment, kind of the way that it did, you know, a year and a half ago or whatever. But
Yeah, it's definitely, it, like you said, it feels stock.
yeah,
Not power wise, but the way it runs, it feels
drivability-wise.
stock.
yeah,
But the power's so damn good on it.
yeah.
And you got into a little run, didn't you?
Well, yeah. So yeah, I mean, right. I only took it for a lap around here, but there was a couple other cars that I turned onto a road, and there were three other fast cars all kind of getting after it a little bit, and I was, you know, I pulled in behind them, you know, or they passed by, and I got behind them and fucking just walked all over them. It was hilarious. Even though they were racing each other, I mean, they passed me, came behind them, passed them, and dropped them in, you know, in a matter of about a half mile. It was pretty awesome.
Yeah.
That car's fast as fuck.
I say you called it, what now, 2 months ago, when you were like, bang for the buck, 720S is the best you can spend your money on.
Yeah.
And I would have to agree.
Yeah. For that level of performance for what you pay for it. There's no other platform out there that you're going to get that kind of performance with at that price, you know, just plain and simple.
No, there's no way. And again, we're just at the beginning, but I don't want the car to be overwhelming this time.
Yeah.
I want it, but the way it drives, I don't know if they would make it to where it's overwhelming.
Yeah.
It's a really good car. I'm looking for a picture here, and I just want to address one thing for somebody while we're talking about cars. I can't find the guy's name, so you'll just have to live with I don't remember your fucking name, and I apologize for that. But someone left a comment that we need to remember that not all our listeners can afford the cars we drive, which we do know that. And we do, I wouldn't say dumb it down for what they are, but we try not to totally just blow it out of the water. But this is our passion. Those cars are something we both busted our ass to get and we enjoy. But keep in mind, daily I drive a TRX. These cars you hear us driving about aren't our main cars. They're our fuck around cars. We have fun with them, and we drive the shit out of them. Mike drives a King Ranch.
Yeah. Well,
we did a review on it.
Yeah. Well, I guess I'm curious where that comment comes from in two ways. Number one is that, I guess, does it come across as though there's an assumption on our part that the listeners are all driving the same cars? If it is, I'm curious how that is the case, or what is it about how we talk about them that would make somebody think that or feel a sense of apathy on our end as it relates to that. The second thing is kind of in that same vein. Let's see. I'll just read it out loud for you.
He's going to read it out loud.
Yeah. Hi, guys. I almost always love your podcast, and your views are usually spot on, but I am having a hard time relating to and hearing about the cars that you guys seem to buy every other month, spending more on them than most people make in a year. Kudos for you if you can afford those cars, but don't forget most of the people listening to your podcast can't afford those kinds of cars, so don't lose touch with reality like some of the shitbags in Hollywood. Money is the root of all evil. I still watch and listen to all your podcasts. So again, I would ask or answer your comment with a question and saying, what is it about us talking about that makes you feel like we assume that everybody listening can afford them? I mean, I know just data wise, that there's not that many of them out there. I realize that most people can't afford them. But the other thing too is that a lot more people can afford them the way that we buy them than I think you realize. And that's the biggest point of all this before my last point, which is if you think that he and I are stroking a check for these cars and buying them outright, you're sorely mistaken. We have really good, healthy banking relationships because of the businesses that we own that allow us to basically long-term expensive test drive cars. And if we don't like them, we sell them and maybe break even, maybe lose a little bit or maybe even make a little bit. But we're making a monthly payment on these cars with unorthodox auto loans with banks that we're not going through credit companies of the auto manufacturer. So like if you think that I have tens of millions of dollars sitting around and I'm just buying these fucking cars, like I can assure you that's not the case for either of us. We've prioritized certain things in our life to where this is what we're passionate about. And while I am not naive to the fact that even with those, there's still people that can't afford them, and I get that. But we talk about them so that people who can't afford them can know what they're like to drive. And for those people that maybe can't afford them, but want to hear about them, I mean, that's what we're here for. I mean, that's the case with any car channel, any vlogger or any auto review specialist out there. None of them, ourselves included, assume that everybody can buy them. If they could, there'd be no need for these channels, because it'd be like having a channel for what McDonald's tastes like. Like anybody can go buy a fucking quarter pounder. So nobody really wants to hear about what the fuck a quarter pounder tastes like, you know. So keep that in mind. But lastly is that, you know, with kind of all that together is that, you know, with that kind of frame of mind of that thinking like, you know, we're out of touch because we talk about them. I guess I would finish with, I would ask, what is it about us talking about them that makes it seem like we assume that everybody else is doing that? Because I am curious, you know, I'm certainly not upset about it. You're entitled to your opinion. I'm just curious more than anything where your position on that comes from in terms of how we talk about things. So hopefully that clears it up. And if you can answer that, that'd be great.
Yeah. One thing to add to that is the reason we do talk about them, and we want you to know. So some people may only get one shot at these cars, especially with the way the market has flipped. When we started buying these cars 2 years ago, they were relatively more affordable. And that sounds crazy to say, but they were significantly cheaper 2 years ago than they are right now. And I think we're going to keep seeing them trend to the high market. Supercars and exotics are like a stock market, and we've never hit a low, but we hit a low 2 years ago, and we enjoyed that low because it gave us the opportunity to buy multiple cars and go through them. And by going through them, what I mean is we were able to take them, do stuff to them, test them, and be able to bring to you guys which one of these for our money we think is the best car. So if you hit to where, man, I've been saving up and I want a Lamborghini Gallardo, or I want a Huracan, or I want an R8, and you come to look to us and you're like, what would you get? Well, would you listen to us if we hadn't had one of those? No. But you would listen if you got two guys who drive like crazy, test the cars, not just go to a track, but we test them in real world scenarios. So we know our preference of what we would drive. And we could also, there's plenty of people in the comments at meets, shit locally, that we help them get the loans that we get, or we tell them, hey man, you're going to be wasting your money if you go that route.
Yeah.
And here's why. And it's the same with you guys. That's why we talk about what we talk about, to let you know a McLaren 570, I will go on record right now to tell you, I took it back on the 720, McLaren 570. Don't waste your fucking money. Go buy an R8. And the reason we can say that is because I had a 570.
Yeah.
We both had R8s. I've had a Huracan. We've both had Ferraris. We've both had all kinds of other cars. It's not to brag. Again, we do prioritize things. It's our passion, and it's fun.
Yeah, and I mean, it's like, if you'll notice, you know, with the frequent car swapping, it's exactly that. It's swapping. Mm-hmm. You know, there's not a warehouse where every car that we've ever had, it's like, okay, it's just sitting in there being collected. You know, like we never have more than one or maybe two cars at a time, and it's for a brief period. We either like them and keep them, or we don't and get rid of them, and then share with you guys why we got rid of it, or why we liked it and kept it, or whatever. So I mean, if anything, to me, it's like you've got two blue collar guys that didn't come from fucking money, that didn't grow up with this kind of shit, that are now, you know, in a position to be able to experience some of these things and sharing those with you. Again, like I said, I would just reiterate it. You know, I am curious what it is about how we come across that makes it seem like there's an assumption that we have for everybody to be able to afford them, or that there's a feeling of being disconnected. But
and for the most part, I would think that you're looking at two guys that mainly wear clothes that we get that are our own company's clothes. Yeah. You know, or shit, I was at Mike's and be like, oh shit, is that a 2XL? I'm gonna take that. You know, so yeah, we tend to dress a little bit cheaper. We try not to be flashy. I don't think outside of the cars there's too much we do that's flashy. I mean,
no, I don't think
we
so,
both have a nice watch, but then again, I might not have one much longer. That motherfucking offer comes through. But yeah, so don't think we forget where we come from, and that we're trying to belittle anybody. Again, we're going to do a review. I got a half-ass review on Mike's truck, and the reason I never published it's because I knew his ass wasn't going to get rid of it, so we could do a more thorough long-term review so I can mold them together. We have a review of the TRX going up, and again, I know the TRX is a higher-end truck, but the King Ranch it's the higher end of the F-150s, but it's still more obtainable. And then we're going to do a recording on Rohan's car, his daily. And do a walk around.
Fucking walk around it.
Yeah, walk around, be like,
dangle your nuts on it.
Yeah, I already did in the gas tank.
Nice, good to know.
Yeah, don't worry though, I shave.
Okay.
So you're not going to get a pube in your injector.
Did you do the same to the Ninja?
Yeah.
Nice.
Why do you think I went so far down? Yeah.
Smell your fingers after you ride it next time.
Yeah, I fucking opened your gas tank, got on the tank, and put my balls in it.
So you humped my
I
bike
teabagged the fuck out
as
of
you were
Ninja.
going,
Yes.
what, high second gear?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I was showing Mike the video of me riding it. Looked like Tommy Boy, fat guy in a little coat.
I don't think I saw that.
It was still. It was
Oh,
just
I gotcha.
the picture.
Yeah.
But
Of
it's
you
a
on the
cool
Ninja?
app. Huh?
Of you on the Ninja?
Yeah, Brandon was videoing
Yeah,
that.
yeah. I have a short video of you just messing with the clutch, but that was about it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a fun little bike. I wish when I was younger I had some shit like that. So for those of y'all that don't know, he has a Ninja 400 and my
Yeah.
fat ass went and rode it the other day.
Can I put up a picture or video of you on
I
it?
don't give a shit.
I'm going to put it up.
What do I care what they think?
No. I was just wondering if
Fuck
you,
them.
you said.
Not y'all.
Yeah.
Other people. The neighbors.
The neighbors.
No, but it's a cool bike. Hell, Bike News, we're actually, it's crazy because I keep getting emails or messages. Why don't y'all ever talk about Kawasaki's? Why don't y'all ever talk about Suzuki's? Why don't y'all ever talk about this? Well, you motherfuckers that keep asking us about Japanese bikes and all that shit. Well,
About to talk about them.
yeah, we're about to be talking about them. So we got a few more reviews to get through on one more of Mike's bikes, and then we're really going to get into the Aprilia, my new bike. I even want to talk about Rohan's bike, and then we're going to talk about shit. You might have one or two more that we can do reviews on.
Hopefully.
We'll have to see. He's sending me dumb shit.
It's just
Yeah,
a picture.
look, fat guy in a little coat.
That's awesome. That does look like almost like a mini bike.
Yeah. Keep in mind when y'all see this picture, I'm fucking 6'1", and the scale says 243 this morning, but I think the scale's full of shit. That looks about fucking 270. Yeah, so a lot of things happening here, guys. What the fuck else was I going to talk about? Oh, dog-related training questions. I don't want to answer them as much. Y'all will hear shit like what we just got into, which is day-to-day bullshit.
Yeah, I mean, here's what I would say for anybody that's asking dog related questions. There is a forum for that on teamdog.pet. So if you want dog advice questions answered, sign up for Team Dog. You don't have to sign up for the year. Even you can do the monthly sign up, which is $12.99 a month, $12.99. And then every Monday I go in the forums and I interact with folks and answer questions and whatever. So if you have specific dog training questions, sign up, go in the forums, ask your questions, and I will answer them in there. To me, this isn't the platform to do that. Yeah, I'll talk about dogs here and there. But in terms of asking questions for tips or advice on training or whatever, that's why Team Dog exists. So
yeah, and that's me telling you guys, same. We want y'all to go there. Not that I want to tell you to fuck off, but I want y'all's questions to be more personal, more business related, or car related, or just day to day. Hey, I caught my husband with the mailman. Shit like that. Weird shit. Let us answer those questions. Dog stuff. Mike has that shit all ironed out on his platform. Go there, check it out. You will hear dog shit because my goal is to make sure that sometime in every show Mike compares something to a dog. And if we're not doing that, we failed.
yeah.
I can think of one episode that didn't happen, and you weren't on it.
Well, hell, I guess that makes sense.
It was the only episode I don't think you were on. Hold on. You weren't on one, right? I'm going to have to go look now.
I think I've been on all of them, but fuck, I don't know.
Now I'm going to have to go look. I could be talking bullshit. Y'all go back and watch all episodes again and let me know. So, what's new with you?
Well, other than the bike of trying to figure out, which we'll do a review of that, but in terms of hanging on to it is not likely. And
Which
other
makes
than that,
me
just
very, very sad.
what's that?
Which makes me very, very sad.
Yeah, well,
you go get a loan on it, and you won't have to be sad.
here's the good news: is that it's not my goal to make you happy.
That's
So,
good. Yeah,
if I do, great. But if I don't, that's your fucking problem.
that is.
But the for me, it's I'll get into the review of what I like, what I don't like, and what have you. That you guys can all check it out. I don't want to delay it too long. But I also don't want to reveal it until it's time to actually review it. But for me, from a car standpoint, I'm so happy with what I have that I don't really look at other stuff right now. So I'm just enjoying that, and I've gotten a little more into bikes, and just really enjoy riding for a lot of different reasons. I mean, the technical aspect of it, it's a newer skill set for me, stage of life wise. So it's something that is fun to kind of focus on, and I just really like with cars, the nuances between bikes, what I like about them, what I don't like about them, and that kind of shit. So you probably see some more bike content coming into this new year. But as far as shit that's new, not a whole lot. I got some mic drop episodes coming up first part of this year, and just really focusing on the dog food and treats. The Team Dog food and treats is available on Chewy now, which is convenient for those that want to buy it. And that was a big deal. So, other than that, just kind of same old shit. But
Yeah, I damn near got to watch you pull your hair out for 2 months with the Chewy thing.
yeah, trying to get that fucking
that was
lined up. But
that was a kick in the balls. All the work you were doing on it, which was cool to watch. I was gonna say something about the fucking the review we did on the SP. How did you guys like the style? Were we basically, if you're on YouTube, because that's where it's gonna air, is YouTube. If you're on YouTube, we blended it in to the show. So let us know in this episode, what did you guys think of that? Because me personally, I enjoyed it.
yeah.
It made it to where we didn't have to talk to you guys as long. I mean,
One thing I think I would like to do, and by all means give feedback, is having a helmet cam or a visor cam, if you will, and show a little bit of the actual riding of the bike and talking about it while we're riding it, like a lot of reviewers do. I think that makes sense, so they can hear it, see it, whatever. But we've got to get that worked out, camera logistics wise. But for the one that I'm going to review, I think it makes sense to kind of show you, because that is going to better showcase what I like and what I don't like, is if you can see me doing the things and say, this is what I like, and here I'm doing it, this is what I don't like, and you can kind of visually observe that and put those clips into the review while we're talking about it. I think would be a neat feature. But if nobody gives a fuck, then I won't do it, or we won't do it. But
yeah, I like that. We do need to figure out a way to either Bluetooth or something, because for one, you don't wear a cheap helmet, so I don't want to really glue a.
I mean, I don't care. I mean, if that's what it's for, that's what it's for, But
I have an idea for that, Matt, which I'll share with you later.
Okay.
Yep.
yeah, you do that.
Rohan's got, apparently one of his cousins made something over the holidays for this. Something else we could do with the bikes. Cars, it'll be a little bit harder, but with the bikes, we could bring them and park them right here and talk about them.
Yeah, that's easy. Throw the. Yeah, I mean, to me, we could do the review of it in here and put the clips into.
Yeah.
Of it being ridden, but sit here and talk about it with it in the foreground. That'd be fine.
Yeah.
One thing I found really cool, and it was when I was kind of first looking for a bike and looking at kind of knowing that I wanted a lower CC bike, so anything under 500. So that would be, a Ninja 400, Yamaha R3, CBR 300R.
Say, bitch, you advertising for everybody?
Oh, no, just listing up the bikes. But there's this one YouTuber that would basically get on each one, and he would have a full review. He had a follow-along car, which was filming him outside and stuff like that. But that was really cool.
Yeah. We could do that.
I'm sure it was.
Yeah.
We'd have to follow our shit in a Ferrari or something.
Yeah, no shit.
fucking fast ass shit. No, but yeah, I think we could do some drone clips and then some other, and you got some ideas you said for audio, right? Mm-hmm. Okay. So let us know in these comments, because I would say it's probably not going to happen between now and when y'all see this, because that's only like a day and a half.
Yeah.
Let us know if that's how y'all want to see it, more stuff like that. The car reviews, I think, if y'all like that style, or you all, we'll do more of the sitting down talking about them, or clip them in kind of the same way. Because I want to incorporate, as does Mike, more of the lifestyle we have with the cars. And the podcast is pretty important to us. So if we do it to where we're staying on schedule, keeping shit going, keeping you guys entertained on YouTube. And if you're on just the podcast platforms, the Spotify's, the iTunes and all that, if you want to see what we're talking about when it comes to the SPs, when we do the car reviews, if we start clipping them in, it'll be indexed into the description. So you don't have to go rewatch all of what you heard. You can literally click on it, start the review, and watch the 5,
timestamp,
10, 20 minutes of us reviewing that car, that motorcycle or whatever. So it'll make it a little bit easier on you guys.
Yeah.
So there is that too. And then make sure you hit that like and subscribe and do all that other good shit. If you want t-shirts, y'all know where to go. Brandon has been kicking ass. Brandon and this fella here, BJP Designs, Productions. God, I got to get that right. They've been kicking ass on the designs, though, with the Christmas shit they did, the stickers.
Yeah, it was
kicking
awesome.
ass. Y'all go give them some love over there. And mic drop. Some good shit's coming.
Yeah, man.
Really good shit. And hell, I'm kind of done today. You want to talk more about bikes?
Shit, I don't know what I'd talk about. I mean, waiting to do, I'm not going to talk about yours till you talk about it and review it or whatever. So, yeah, I don't really know. I don't really have much.
Stop sending us shit on Suzuki's and Kawasaki's. I'll just tell y'all that. We got that shit kind of covered right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Y'all will be getting reviews on some of that here real soon.
Once I unfuck the Ninja too. Well, once I help Matt unfuck my Ninja.
Did I just not say this
Motherfucker doesn't listen.
fuck do I soft swing hit this motherfucker with it later? All right, guys. Make sure to tune in. This is the new year. We're gearing y'all up for episodes not to be as long, but still informative and fun. So that's it. 2022, first show. Peace, bitches.